What's going on, guys? I had a video planned for today, but something has happened, something big. You are now looking at a different man. You're looking at a man who has gone viral. I'm going to tell you in this video exactly how I did it, the exact steps that I used. Let's jump straight into it without wasting any time. So basically, this was when I least expected it. Like, I already somewhat forgot about the whole idea of going really truly viral. And let's give some context before we jump into how I did it. This viral video was uploaded on Instagram. It was an Instagram reel. I'm gonna put it right here on the screen to see exactly how viral it went. I would say it went really freaking viral. It went about, like, I think 500x my follower count to 30k views. Right now, last I checked, it was like 29.3k, but by the end of the day it'll definitely be closer to the 35k mark. And honestly, it really hasn't slowed down much at all. The hour I posted, it got 22k views, and then it just kept climbing and climbing ever since then, and there's no sign of it really stopping. Yes, of course, it is slowing down, but obviously something with the algorithm, it really liked that video, it picked it up, and I'm going to tell you the exact 3 things that I used in this video. I think I'm going to make it 3.5, but the 3.5 things I used in this video to make it go viral. And going into it, obviously I didn't know it was gonna get 30,000 hits, but I knew for a fact that it was gonna do very well. So obviously go view the reel for like your own sake to see what I did, because if I did it, you guys could probably do it. I mean, if I only have 600 followers on my Instagram account, yet I was still able to get this amount of views, you probably most likely can too. I mean, like, that's the beauty of Instagram Reels and like TikToks and stuff, that you can go viral big time pretty easily just by using like a multi-step process, and you don't have to be like the biggest account ever. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it, I guess. I don't really have much else to say. So the number one reason why I think that this video went viral is because of controversy. Now, if you guys personally watch the video as my followers and my supporters, because really only my followers watch my YouTube. Like, the thing with Instagram is that anyone that wants to like view content can end up coming across it, and the viewer base is much wider. So yes, to the general public, this was controversial because a lot of people were arguing about whether my form was good or bad. So in the video, I do 3 different exercises. I do curls, benching with free weights, and rows while like freestanding for balance purposes. And I think that my form was actually pretty good, but honestly, I don't really even care to impress people, because I honestly believe that if my form was perfect, the video probably wouldn't have gotten as many views. The reason why I was able to have such explosive like energy is because of the fact that it was controversial whether my form was good or bad. So you have people like adamantly saying in the comments, you know, you really need to stop like doing what you're doing because you're gonna get people hurt. And then you have other people being like, dude, are you out of your mind? Like, clearly he might have a disability, and like all this different stuff. And I actually don't know exactly how many comments this reel got, but I know that it was a lot, and a lot of them had to do with the controversy. Yes, there were some that were like fire emojis, good job, but like I'd say like 70% of the comments were arguing back and forth whether my form was good or bad. So that is kind of what you want. You want to err on the side of controversy if you can. It doesn't have to be political controversy. Just basically give the people something to talk about and something to argue about. They'll take debate any day of the week. I mean, people are so happy to argue these days. They can't get enough of it, right? So, I mean, give them something to argue about, and you'll probably get way more views. So the second thing that I did in this video that was different than most of the other videos is action. I included actual action that I take on a daily basis, but I actually recorded it. Like, I didn't just talk about stuff that you can do to improve yourself. I actually did something to improve myself and documented that process in a little short. So they definitely like that. But that being said, I did make another actionable video before that, one other one, and it didn't do as well. It still did pretty well compared to most of my videos, but this was next level. So basically what I'm saying is make a few videos of you taking action or like doing something. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like self-improvement. It can be like you going on a hike and reaching the top of the hill or something like that. People really like seeing stuff because everyone has such low attention spans nowadays that they need something to like flash before their eyes to really like grasp them into that phone. And yeah, I think if you like pinpoint exactly what your audience wants, in my case, since I am like an Instagrammer with cerebral palsy, they probably want to see how I work out, right? Because it probably looks a little bit different than the usual bodybuilder, obviously, because I'm not at that level yet. But yeah, so I kind of pinpointed that they really want to see workout videos, and workout videos kind of chose me, obviously, because every time, I mean, at least the times that I made them, they've done pretty well compared to everything else. So take action, that's another great tip. Now let's move on to the third and final. Okay, so the third one is kind of like a multifaceted step, but it's basically the production of the video. So the angles at which the video was recorded at, the hashtags that I used in the description of the video, and also the music and the fact that I used like closed captions so that if the music was somehow a little bit loud for them to hear, or especially if they're in an atmosphere where they can't play the music or play the volume out loud rather, they can just see the words. So they really like the word feature, and it's literally included on Instagram. With YouTube Shorts, you have to put a little bit more work into it, but I always tend to stay on the videos longer that have the words on them, because sometimes I'm just not trying to hear all that noise, especially if I'm like in a crowded space or something. I just read the words and see what the person is talking about real quick. So yeah, I mean, the production quality was different than usual. Like, the angles at which it was recorded at were pretty good. I have to give credit to one of the workers at my gym. She ended up like recording a multi-angled like segment of my workout. I mean, go check it out for yourself. You'll see what I mean. But it was a pretty good reel, but you know, it was nothing that you guys can't do. It didn't require much like skill or gravitas, but that is what makes the videos go viral. It's these simple things. So just as a recap, the number one thing is controversy, number two is action, and number three is the whole production of the video / like the hashtags that are used. So I use like hashtag self-improvement and hashtag working out, and they obviously worked. But yeah, it might be different for whatever content you're trying to make. With that being said, I'm not going to hold you guys here too much longer. Go out there and make your first viral video with these 3 steps.